Hello students, let's continue with further topic of animal classification. Today we are going to take information about phylum Arthropoda, phylum Mollusca, phylum Echinodermata and phylum Hemichordata. Let's start with phylum Arthropoda. Phylum Arthropoda means which animals will be included under this phylum? Those animals which will have jointed appendages. म्हणजे उपांग जे आहेत ते त्याचे जॉइंटेड असतात. म्हणजेच कोणते संधिपाद प्राणी संघ हे त्याच्यामध्ये येतील. सो दीज ॲनिमल्स विच हॅव जॉइंटेड अपेंडेजेस दे वुड बी कॉल्ड एज एन ऑर्थ्रोपोड. Planet Earth has highest number of animals from this phylum. Hence this is the largest phylum with highly successful animals in animal kingdom. Now most of the animals belong to this phylum Arthropoda. So it is the largest phylum. Now these type of animals are found in all types of habitats ranging from deepest ocean to highest mountain. या गटात येणारे जे प्राणी आहेत ते सर्वत्र आपल्याला आढळतात. So they can be seen in most different types of habitats. In ocean also we can see, and terrestrial means on the land also we can see. The body of this animal is triploblastic. Again triploblastic in the sense mean having 3 germ layers which are they ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. म्हणजेच बाहेरचं जे आवरण आहे त्याच्यावरती 3 थर आपल्याला दिसू शकतील. Then the body is eucoelomate. Now we have already taken information about eucoelomate. Eucoelomate means if the body cavity is present in animals, then it would be called as an eucoelomate. So these animals will possess the body cavity, and they will also show bilateral symmetrical, and body could be also segmented. Now chitinous exoskeleton is present around their body. So the exoskeleton is made up of chitin. So chitinous exoskeleton could be seen. These animals are unisexual, means they may be either male or they may be either female. Now which type of examples we can see in Arthropoda? Crab, spider, scorpion, millipede. Millipede म्हणजे पैसा आणि centipede म्हणजे गोम. Then cockroach is the best example. Butterfly, honey bee. These all examples will come under Arthropoda. So it is the largest phylum which we can see on our earth. The next phylum which we are going to study is phylum Mollusca. Mollusca means those organisms which are having soft body. They are included under Mollusca. म्हणजेच मृदुकाय प्राणी संघ. The body of this animal is soft and slimy. स्लिमी म्हणजेच बुळबुळीत. म्हणजे ह्या गटात येणारे जे प्राणी असतील त्यांची त्वचा कशी असेल? सॉफ्ट अँड स्लिमी. And therefore they are referred as mollusk. Then this is the second largest phylum in animal kingdom. These animals are aquatic, so they may be seen under the water or they could be also seen on land. Most of the aquatic mollusks are marine. So these animals could be also seen in ocean, म्हणजे समुद्रात आढळतात. आणि काही गोड्या पाण्यात म्हणजेच फ्रेश वॉटर ड्वेलर्स सुद्धा आपल्याला दिसू शकतील. The body of this animal is triploblastic. Again we know that they are made up of 3 germ layers: eucoelomate, non-segmented and soft. So there will be no segments and the body would be soft. Except animals like snail, their body shows bilateral symmetry. Now snail will not show the bilateral symmetry. Rest other may show bilateral symmetry. Means if you cut on imaginary axis, then you can see 2 equal halves. सरळ एका रेषेत जर त्याच्यावरती कट केलं तर आपल्याला दोन्ही भाग कशा दिसतील? समान दिसतील. So this will be called as an bilateral symmetry. Their body is divided into 3 divisions. Now which are the 3 divisions? Head, foot and visceral mass. Visceral mass is covered with mantle. This mantle secretes a hard calcareous shell. Mantle म्हणजे काय? ठणक भाग. तर जो सॉफ्ट पार्ट असतो त्याच्यावरती एक ठणक असं आवरण आपल्याला दिसू शकतो. म्हणजे शंख वगैरे आपण जर बघितलं तर त्याचं वरचं आवरण कसं असतं? कठीण असतं की नाही, ठणक असतो, त्यालाच आपण म्हणूया मॅन्टल. अँड दिस मॅन्टल सिक्रेट्स अ हार्ड कॅल्केरियस शेल. दिस शेल मे बी एक्सटर्नल और इंटर्नल or even absent in some cases. Now these animals are also unisexual. They can be seen either in male or they can be seen in female. Examples: bivalve, snail, octopus. Bivalve म्हणजे शिंपलं, snail म्हणजे गोगलगाय, and octopus. So these examples will come under mollusca, phylum mollusca. And you have to remember that this is the second largest phylum in animal kingdom. Next phylum is phylum Echinodermata. Let's study about Echinodermata. Calcareous spines are present on the body of these animals, hence they are called as an echinoderms. म्हणजे काय, कंटकचर्मी प्राणी असे त्यांना म्हणतात का, कारण त्याच्यावरती आपल्याला काटेरी भाग दिसतो आणि तो काटेरी भाग कशापासून तयार झालेला आहे, कॅल्शियम कार्बोनेटपासून तयार झालेला आहे. These animals are found only in ocean, म्हणजे समुद्रात आढळणारे. Their body is triploblastic, eucoelomate, and it is radially symmetrical in adult stage. However, they show bilateral symmetry in larval stage. Now again, we all know about the meaning of triploblastic, having 3 germ layers, eucoelomate, and they will show radial symmetry. Now they perform locomotion with the help of tube feet. If you see the starfish can locomote with the help of tube feet. म्हणजेच तारा मासा जर बघितलं तर त्याच्या ट्यूब फीटवरून तो लोकोमोशन करू शकतो, म्हणजे हालचाल करू शकतो. ट्यूब फीट इज ऑल्सो यूजफुल फॉर कॅप्चरिंग द प्रे. सम ॲनिमल्स आर सिडेंटरी. या गटात येणारे जे काही प्राणी असतील ते सिडेंटरी आहेत, म्हणजे हालचाल करत नाही आहेत किंवा लोकोमोट नाही करू शकत, एका जागेला स्थिर असू शकतील. नेक्स्ट कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, दे हॅव स्केलेटन मेडअप ऑफ कॅल्केरियस स्पाइन्स अँड ऑसिल्स. म्हणजे काटेरी भाग काहीच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला दिसू शकतो. उदाहरण सी अर्चिन आहे. सी अर्चिन जर तुम्ही बघितलं तर त्याच्यावरती आपल्याला काटेरी भाग दिसतो. तो काटेरी भाग म्हणजे स्पाइन ज्याला आपण म्हणूया, तो कशापासून बनलेला आहे, कॅल्शियम कार्बोनेटपासून बनलेला आहे. These animals have good ability of regeneration. पुनरुत्पादन करण्याची जी क्षमता आहे ती त्यांच्यामध्ये चांगल्या प्रकारे दिसून शकते. These animals are mostly unisexual. So they may be either male or they may be either female. Now which type of examples which will be included under Echinodermata? Starfish, sea urchin, brittle star and sea cucumber. So these are some of the examples which we can see in Echinodermata. Now let's study about phylum Hemichordata. अर्ध समपृष्ठ रज्जू, हाफ कॉर्डेट्स ज्याला आपण म्हणूया. सो हाफ कॉर्डेट्स, दोज ॲनिमल्स which show half chordates will belong to Hemichordata. Body of this animal is divided into 3 parts as proboscis, collar and trunk. If you see the pic, you can see the upper part is called as an proboscis, the middle part will be called as an collar, and the last part will be called as an trunk. So the body is divided into 3 main parts. Then here you can see that notochord is present in proboscis region only, hence they are called as an hemichordates. Notochord पुष्ठरज्जू ज्याला आपण म्हणूया तो कुठे दिसेल, आपल्याला फक्त प्रोबोसिसच्या ठिकाणी दिसतो आणि म्हणून याला आपण हेमिकॉर्डेट्समध्ये घेतलेला आहे. These animals are also called as an acorn worms. These are marine animals live in burrows in sand. समुद्राच्या तळाशी वाळू जी असेल त्याच्यामध्ये ते बीळ करून राहते. So they live under the ocean. These are the marine animals which live under the ocean. They burrow in the sand and they can survive there. They have 1 to many pharyngeal gill slits. Now pharyngeal gill slit stands for respiratory organ. श्वसन करण्यासाठी ह्या गिल स्लिट्सचा उपयोग केला जातो. नेक्स्ट कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, दे आर युनिसेक्शुअल और सम मे बी हर्मॅफ्रोडाइट. या गटात येणारे काही जे असतील ते युनिसेक्शुअल आहेत. दे मे बी आयदर मेल और फिमेल अँड सम आर hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means a single organism in which male and female reproductive organs could be seen in that same organism. Now which type of examples will come under hemichordata? Balanoglosses and sacoglosses. So today we have taken some information here. Thank you very much.